Hey everybody, this is Greg Gossett from Gossett Trading and Mentoring Live, and today is Friday, December 3rd, 2021. We are in the final day of the trading week, and we are in the final hour of the trading day. And what a day it has been. What a week it has been. My gosh, volatility has just picked up. I mean, if I could play a song from Guns N' Roses, I would probably play Welcome to the Jungle, because that's what it feels like today. So end of day trades, my favorite time to make the majority of my buying and selling decisions based upon the final closing price of the day. And I say this because at the end of the day, the large financial institutions come in, they take control away from the day traders and the algorithms. I consider them to have the best pulse of the market. Very smart people. They're dealing with the most money, best information, best technology. So it should be very interesting to see how this market closes today. I wouldn't be surprised if we had a big rally. I wouldn't be surprised if we continued with a big sell-off either. So I'm just not going to try to guess and forecast. I'm just going to wait till the end of the day, and then I'll make my decisions for my swing trade. So I hope you're staying safe out there. My gosh, talk about a baptism of fire. If you're new to trading, you must be thinking, what is going on? But yes, this does happen, right? We've for a couple years, we just went straight up. That's what people thought it was all about. It's not. It's about up and down. And we have had a lot of volatility this week, up and down and up and down. So please be careful out there and follow your rules, position size accordingly, position size according to the volatility so you can standardize it. So currently, the Dow is down 318 points, down 0.92, but the NASDAQ getting walloped today, down 427 points, down 2.73%. Wow, huge day. S&P, not so hot tamale either, down 73 points, down 1.58%. But I do see a rally happening here as I'm looking at the charts. So anyway, hope everyone is staying safe, and thanks for coming. And it is also the end of the week, so we're going to take a look at some end of week trades as well as end of day trades. So here's the plan. First of all, we are going to run the US legal disclaimer. Secondly, we're going to come back, take a look at my swing trades, talk about when I bought them, why I bought them, and how I am going to manage them going forward. After that, I did have some day trades today that I'm going to share with you as well. Not an easy day trading. Really, really difficult day. I mean, the market has just been all over sharp moves. After that, we're going to go over to the board where my students have their current positions, and we're going to talk about when they bought them, why they bought them, and how they're performing. After that, we'll talk about trader psychology. Very apropos on a day like today. Gets people's emotions revved up, amplified, gets people off of their game, makes people take their eye off of the ball. We need to follow our process regardless of what's going on with the market. All right, so we'll talk a little bit about trader psychology, and then after that, I have gone down through my watch list. I have gone down through the results of Kamal Scanner. I do have 3 requirements before I enter a new trade. First, I need a confluence or a combination of indicators lining up on multiple time frames. Secondly, I need a good risk to reward ratio, at least 2 to 1, based upon support below me and based upon resistance above me. And then lastly, I need a complete trading plan regardless of the market that I'm trading and regardless of the approach that I'm using. For me, that includes the following. Number 1, very important, position size based upon the market's current volatility. The market's volatility is 3 times higher than it was a couple months ago. So theoretically, your position size should be 2/3 less to calibrate for the increased volatility. Number 2, I always need to know what my maximum allowed loss is on any one trade. It's very important. Number 3, I need to know where my emergency stop is. Very important. Number 4, I need to know where my end of day stop is. I need to know where my intraday profit targets are. I need to know where significant overhead resistance levels are. And then lastly, I need to have a good trailing stop plan in place so that if I do have a trade that goes my way and moves up, I don't give it all back if it reverses back down. All right. So, okay. So using those criteria, I do have end of day candidates that I'm going to be taking a look at today. I also have end of week candidates that I'm going to be taking a look at today. So we'll do both of those. If I find something that I like on the daily, I'll purchase it right before the close of the market. If I find something that I like on the weekly, I will also purchase it right before the close, being that it is Friday. All right. And then after the market closes, if anybody has any questions for me, please let me know. I'm happy to answer them. If you need clarification on anything, please let me know. And if any of my students, and if you have any stock symbols that you would like me to take a look at, I'm happy to give you my opinion. Just go ahead, put them in the live stream chat. And then lastly, if any of my students have any new entries or exits for me today that they would like me to take a look at, update on the board. If you could please wait till the end of the day, or until the end of the day when the market's closed. So I'm done teaching, I'm done trading, and the pressure is off. Okay, and then we'll get them all taken care of. So I'm still under the weather, have some bronchitis. I had some laryngitis earlier in the week, so take it easy on me. Well, I'm going to do my best to get through this here today. Wow, what a wild day. Holy hamburgers. So hang tight. I'm going to run the U.S. legal disclaimer, and I'll be back in 40 seconds. Thanks. This video or live broadcast, like all instructional materials produced by Gossett Trading and Mentoring LLC, is created and published for informational and educational purposes only. Please carefully read and/or listen to the U.S. government required disclaimer before watching this video or live stream broadcast. The video link and disclaimer text are located in the description section of this video or live broadcast, here and here. Thank you so much. All right. Thanks for holding on with me. Let's see who is here. First on board is Paxton. Good to see you, Paxton. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for everything that you do for this channel. There is Steve Burns. Steve, hope you're doing well. Thank you for everything that you do for this channel as well. And Steve says, hello, traders. I hope everyone's been listening to Greg's warning yesterday, as it has been a dangerous day. Yeah, I was pretty passionate yesterday about being careful. We had that rally. There was a lot of volatility. Of course, I didn't know it was going to go down like this, but I got to be honest. I kind of felt like it, but maybe just lucky, but we've been up, we've been down, we've been up, we've been down. So that's why I felt kind of moved to try to passionately tell everyone to be careful yesterday. Thanks, Steve. There's Dave. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Frank is here. Hey, Greg and group. Welcome to the rodeo. Welcome to the rodeo. Welcome to the jungle, the up and down for sure. Frank, thank you for everything that you do for this channel. Really appreciate it with your great poems and everything else. Steve says, just FYI, I exited INMD for a loss this morning at the open under the 30 RSI and just got out of Disney under the 30 RSI as well. Okay, I will get those updated at the end. There is Kamal. Good to see you, Kamal. Thank you for everything that you do for this channel, buddy. Appreciate it. Appreciate your friendship. There's Karen. Hello, Karen. Nice to see you. Hope you were having a really good day. Nigma says, hi, everyone. Have a fantastic weekend after the second Black Friday. Yep. We definitely could call this Black Friday. Glenn is here. Nice to see you, Glenn. Thanks for all your help with the seasonal information. Hi, Greg. There's a gap on S&P 500 at 44.88 that the market is looking to fill. Maybe that's what's going on. Let's take a look at that and see. Yeah. If you remember, I told everyone a while ago that we had all these gaps. Speaking of gaps, we had all these gaps going up. And if you remember, I said, very likely these gaps are going to be filled. Well, they are all filled now, except for the one down here that Glenn is talking about, 44.88. 88. I see one here too. Oh, this one here. Yeah. Yep. And there. Yep. So there's still three unfilled gaps here. And, whether we're going to do it in a straight line down, I don't know. But we had these gaps up here that got filled as well. That's why I'm always concerned when we see a lot of gaps. Tracy, the other half of the dynamic duo. Good to see you, Trace. Thanks for everything you do for this channel. Appreciate it, my friend. Really do. Appreciate you and Packy. Let's take a look. Wow, we have a lot to do today. Hope my voice hangs in there. All right. Well, let's get started, shall we? WDC. Karen and I did buy WDC all the way back here on the 22nd of November at 57.03. Moved up strongly the next day. Glad I took some profits off. I always take partial profits off as the market moves in my direction. We did get to 1.5 ATR trailing stop level. A couple days later, we had a close below the previous day's low. I did take profits, luckily, at 57.97. I also took profits yesterday at about break even when the price closed below both the 5 and the 20. Looks like the 5 is going to close under the 20 here. That's my exit to get out. All in all, this is going to be pretty close to a break even trade. Because of the profits I took up here and the scaling, the trailing stop levels and the scaling out. And that's really why I like to play both offense and defense. Offense, getting out with strength to the upside, defense when my trailing stops kick in. So this is under my entry point, but again, I did take some nice profits up here and here, so it will probably even out. But my exit signal, my end of day exit signal is the 520 cross under. SPY. Wow. Well, all I can say is I am really super duper boogler happy that I did follow my rules and sell the SPY at the open. It was a profitable trade. I bought it at 457.40 yesterday at the close. I sold it at the open 459.10 for a pretty decent gain. 457.40 up to 459.10. And I do buy the SPY every day at the close. I hold it overnight. I take the overnight risk. I sell it first thing the next morning. And that is what I did. And glad I sold it at the open. Merck. Karen, Lava, and I did buy Merck yesterday at 73.88. I had an under 30, over 30, and a false breakout to the downside. I like the trade, but I didn't know we were going to run into Armageddon today, obviously. And right now it's 29.13, so it is under the 30 RSI. That will be my signal to close the trade today for a loss. All right, here we go. Day trades on the 5-minute. I think I'm going to go most recent trades. I had a big bar up, came down, held. It did trigger a V2. I bought Apple on the 5-minute 160.27. Moved up nicely at the end of the bar. I took half profits at 160.48. So in at 160.27, out at 160.48 for a profit. But then the next bar, 2 bars later, came back down, closed below halfway the washout bar. So the second half I got out at 160.01. So I went long 160.27, got out at 160.48 on half, and then took a loss down here 160.01. And that's not all on Apple. Took another trade here, higher low V2, bought this at 161.21. Next bar, 2 bars later, stopped me out 160.85. So tough day trading. Got in at 161.21, out at 160.85. And then is that all on? Yeah, that's all on Apple. Disney. Okay, first trade here on Disney. I bought here this V1 with the rejection of the 1 ATR channel, bought at 145.49. Got me stopped out 4 or 5 bars later at 145.35. I haven't had this many losing trades on a day trades in a while. Okay, did have a trade, where did we go? Here, with the close over the 200-day moving average, got in at 145.64, took some profits at 146.17, took some more profits at 146.36, took some more profits here at 146.63, and that was it. I just got out. Nothing really was holding. I decided that was a good time, and it was, because it came right on back. And then I had another losing trade here. I bought when we got to the 250, 145.46, and it just puked on me. Got out at 144.85. So tough there. And then Netflix, also tough. Bought Netflix. Where's my entry? Where did my entry go? Oh, here we go. It was back here. Bought this higher low V2. It was a little stretchy. It was a little chasey. I should have known better. I bought it at 601.74. Hung out, held my end of bar stop for quite a long time, but then puked on me here at 599.58. So I got in at 601.74, out at 599.58. So nothing really was working today for me on the day trades. Okay, let's take a look at weeklies. Weeklies look a little better, that's for sure. Well, VIX has been a monster trade. Was there anyone else in VIX but me? I guess not. I did buy VIX on the weekly, under 30, over 30, and a V1 here at 20.97. It moved up huge last week, took some profits, hit two more profit targets this week, one at 27.32 and one at 28.80. This is a big trade. From entry to current price, I am up 29.14% on this trade. So pretty good. I am going to have to watch this weekly at the end of the day today, because if it closes under 50 RSI, then I bought this with an under 30, over 30. So if we reject the 50 RSI to the upside, that's my signal to take half. So very likely right now it's 50.01. It's hanging right about 50. But if it does close under 50, I will take half profits off. But again, monster trade. I'm grateful for that. Goldman Sachs, David and I did short Goldman Sachs with a false breakout to the upside, bearish engulfing bar to the downside, and a V1. We had a MACD divergence, which was also bearish. That's why I went short. I went short at 407.18. Did hit one profit target this week down here, 379.87. So this particular trade is up about 8. Is that 8 or 6? Yeah, 6.76%. So I'm really glad that I had some protection and had some hedges, which really helped balance the long side. So this one is at 50 RSI. It went under 50 and over 50. If it does today at the close, I will cover half and lock in profits. GLD, David and Gary and I did buy GLD here at 169.82 on the weekly, moved up nicely, took some profits last week, closed below both the 5 and the 20, got out of half at a loss at 166.95. I'll be keeping gold. The 5 is still above the 20, so I took half when it closed below both the 5 and the 20. And then also the 5 is still above the 20, so I will be keeping gold. XLRE. I did short XLRE also last week. Double top, bearish MACD divergence, V1, false breakout to the upside. Shorted here at 47.84. Did hit one profit target here at 47.20. this particular trade right now, up 0.42%. And then we have FCX, the dynamic duo bought FCX with a 520 crossover at 37.60. It's 36.37. It is down 2.34% today, and looks like it is slightly down on the trade. Excuse me. All right. Need a little drink of water. IWM, Steve says IWM is near the 30 RSI support. IWM is the Russell 2000. Let's take a look at that on the daily. Yes, 3120, making a bit of a range here. Don't know if that actually tested the 30 or not. Steve, let's find out. At the low, it got 30.26, so it has respected that 30 RSI level so far. Glenn says 2 more gaps at 44.40 and 43.30. Lower one is 3.7% away. Buy orders waiting at 437 on the SPY. Okay, that sounds really good. That's probably a good way to approach it, Glenn. Definitely we have sold off. Is there going to be a rally here? Well, I don't know. We really don't know, but all you can do is use an educated guess, and I agree with Glenn. I think putting some limit orders down there would be a great idea. There's my friend Ava. Ava, good to see you. Hope you're having a good day. Good chatting with you today, and thank you as always for what you're doing for this channel as well, Ava. David says, shorts keeping me green today. Pretty grateful. Oh, nice, Dave. Perfect. Lovely. Glad to see that. Tom says, hey, bud, good to see you. Nice job on the VIX, Greg. Thank you, Tom. You never know, right? I mean, it's like fishing. You put your pole in the water, and you never know what's going to bite, and that was a biggie. That was a biggie, and like David said, helped me a lot as far as balancing out the losses on the longs, which have been, happening a lot lately. Okay. Let's go over and take a look at everyone else's trades, shall we? Okay, here is Kamal. Kamal had a great trade yesterday on Boeing at 194. It's 197.45. It is down on the day, but it is up on the trade for Kamal about 1.92%. Way to go. Disney, Steve and Lova did buy Disney yesterday. Steve mentioned earlier that he got out, so I will take Steve out. It has lost the 30 RSI, so we'll take you out of there. AGQ, nice trade from Steve, Ava, and Rich. False breakouts to the downside, under 30, over 30, bullish engulfing bar, and a V1. Oh, excuse me, that's today. I like it today as well, but yesterday Steve, Ava, and Rich bought it purely because of the under 30, over 30. They bought it at 32.24. It's 32.59. Glad to have some up moves here, and up 1.29%, which is great. INMD, Steve bought IMND yesterday at 72.36. It's 68.28. It's down 5.17, but I believe Steve got out right at the open. So good trade management there, Steve. We'll take that one off. And then we have INDA. Frank bought INDA under 30, over 30 here at 47.23. It is down 1.77% today, but this particular trade up 1.05%. So congratulations, Frank. GILD, Dynamic Duo, great entry here, 520 crossover. I love crossovers in the value zone that have sideways motion prior to the crossover. Sideways motion leads to trends. Remember that. I'm not a big believer in buying momentum. And when I say buying momentum, buying big moves up that I'm hoping are going to continue. I like to buy sideways motion with the understanding that very likely, if I'm right, it will trend and it won't just be one bar up, one bar down. But this is a great example of this 520 crossover they bought here at 67.47, moved up beautifully. They took half here with the close below the previous day's low. This is down a smidge down 0.19%, but on the trade up 2.98%, which is fantastic. Way to go, Dynamic Duo. TU, I believe, is also, oh no, that's a Lova. False breakout to the downside and a V2, bought at 23.03. It's 22.99. It's up 2 pennies today. Good relative strength. Slightly down on the trade, but up on the day. So way to go, Lova. IPG, Dynamic Duo, another great trade. Double retest of the 200-day moving average. Bought this at 33.18. It is 34.44. It's down a little bit today. Not too bad, but this trade for the Dynamic Duo up 3.54%. Way to go. COF. Tom and Jonathan. Tom, are you still in this? I had you guys buying this at 152.93. Then we lost to 200. We've really come back down now. I have a feeling you're not in. I don't know about Jonathan, but if either of you are out there, if you could please let me know. Well, here we go. Dynamic Duo. Nice risk to reward ratio here at 79.31. Give me 1 second. Someone's at the door. Hold on. Good morning. How are you? I'm doing the podcast. You can't talk to him. Sorry. Have a good day. Okay, sorry about that. All right. I use the old, I can't talk to you, I have a podcast excuse. Huh? What do you think of that? Okay, where were we? Well, Dynamic Duo bought this with the rejection of the 200-day moving average of 79.31. It's 80.38. It's down 2.11%. But the good news, it is up 1.37%. Okay. eBay is something else. Oh, that's our last one. eBay here, Lova, Dynamic Duo, and I put A in here. I don't know what A means. Well, I know it was bought yesterday with the V1 close back over the 200-day moving average. I think right about 67.50, and so far it's down 0.96%. So there you go. What's happening? All right. So for me, WDC, I will be getting out of as long as the 5 closes under the 20. Bata break even trade. SPY, of course, I'm buying the SPY as per usual at the end of the day. And super glad I got out at the open, but getting a fairly decent price. Looks like the SPY here has rejected these previous lows, which is good. And then Merck, very likely Merck is going to close under the 30 RSI as well. All righty. Bum, 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 bum. 41.88, 41.78. Oh, give me a second. Give me a second. It's been a crazy day. Crazy, I say. 41.88, 41.80. All right. David says, nice entry. Kamal, I agree. Nigma would like to look at GIS, please. Well, just because you said please. General Mills. Ooh. Okay, so here's one of those ones, Nigma, where it's a 520 crossover. Yes, it is. I don't know if that back tests well. I don't know if anyone can, but I don't like buying. This is buying momentum, right? You're buying momentum. It's gone. It was way down here. It went up, went up. You're betting on that it's just going to keep going up. We're right here at resistance, which concerns me. It's a false breakout to the upside. You know, if we can go back to, where was the Dynamic Duos trade? Here. This is sideways motion on GILD. This is sideways motion, and then you get to trigger. And that's usually what leads to those kind of things. But for GIS right now, that the train's kind of already left the station is what I'm saying. It doesn't mean it can't go up, right? But keep that in the mind. Jonathan is out of COF for a while. That's what I thought, Jonathan. I couldn't imagine that you would have stayed in that. Okay. Tom, sorry, I'm out. That's what I thought. Okay, we'll take that off. Okay, what's the market doing while I've been blabbering? Oh, the Dow's only down 146 points now. Nasdaq's down 365 still, and the S&P down 54. All right, here we have a poem. Sweet. I know this is going to be a good one because it's from Frank, and all of Frank's poems are good. So here we go. Boom. All right. Strife and stress. A market in turbulence causes duress. Trading's not easy, we must confess. Nonetheless, it's important to impress that this is all part of the road to success. Bam! That's a mic drop right there. Holy hamburgers, holy Hannah. Strife and stress. A market in turbulence causes duress. Trading's not easy, we must confess. Nonetheless, it's important to impress that this is all part of the road to success. Why is Frank not on CNBC? I mean, really, have a little Frank poem section where he comes on. It would be worth a lot more than what they're talking about. I can guarantee that. My goodness. Frank, it's just so good. So good. I say that every day, but I really mean it. Wiener Dog says, thanks. Paxton says, you blow my mind, Frank. Thank you. Thanks, David. Kamal says, Steve says, check out DocuSign, Holy Hot Dogs. Oh, I like it. Why haven't I not used Holy Hot Dogs? Can I use that, Steve? Holy Hot Dogs and or Holy Hannah and or Holy Hamburgers or Holy Snikes. Down 46.62%. Sideways motion leads to a trend. Sideways motion leads to a trend. Unreal. Oh, that's the daily. This is even nastier. I mean, it's the same, but wow. Again, if you bought prior to earnings and bet on earnings, that's what happened. I am sorry. Steve says, I will repeat this at the close, but I'm long IWM 214. Okay, thank you, Steve. And yeah, please do repeat if you don't mind. Would you buy that? 214.47? It's 214.82. Very nice. Steve says, my current position returns from entry on Matic USD is up 24.43%, but I exited ETH with a 520 cross under. Excellent. You know, it's good to have some diversification, you know, like gold and bonds. I have bonds. It's on a weekly trade, doing really well, of course, with the flight to safety. But yeah, getting outside of equities, like something like cryptos, might be a good idea. But again, you still have to trade correctly. Paxton says, we took ABT yesterday. ABT. All right, what time is it? I have got to keep that in mind because we have a lot to go still. But okay, so you guys took that yesterday. In the future, though, if you guys could try to remind me at the end. All right. 128.10. Nice trade, Pax. Way to go. Up on a big down day. Proud of you guys. Dynamic duo. Okay, roger that. We've got that taken care of. Okay. Frank says, thank you, Greg, Paxton, Wiener Dog, Jonathan, Nigma, and Ava. All right. Oh, we still haven't even done trader psychology, have we? Okay. So listen, before we start taking a look at our end of day trades, before we start looking at our end of week trades, I do like to talk about trader psychology. It's very important. The ability to create a plan, follow your plan is the most important skill you will ever develop in trading. I promise you this. I have a lot of Facebook, Twitter people that I follow, but my very, very favorite one is Steve Burns. Here he is over on Facebook at the New Traders, Rich Traders, but you can follow Steve Burns at @SJosephBurns on Twitter. Please visit his website, newtraderu.com. He has great online courses. He has great books. He has great content. Please do it, would you? I mean, come on, what are you doing? It's Steve Burns, for goodness sakes. And I am getting Steve's. Oh, wow, you did a redo on your website. That looks beautiful, Steve. Man. Okay, everybody's got to go check this out. That looks lovely. And I put Steve's website, New Trader U. I just put that in the chat. Okay, but what does Steve has to say here? It looks like this is a quote from Ian Cassell. Inexperience almost always underestimates risk. So true. The more experience you gain, the more you respect what you are up against. Ian Cassell. This is in trading. This is in life. I used to be a lifeguard. Trust me, on the ocean. I respected the ocean. People, when it's nice and calm, no respect. That's why I always had to get in and go grab them and bring them back. But it's the same with the market. You have to respect the market. When things are just cruising up, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, seems easy. Well, what happened? A big rock just got dropped into the water, and now everyone's freaking out. I don't really mean freaking out, but emotions are amplified. But listen, everybody, our main focus is to manage risk. If we manage risk, the profits will come. If we focus on profits, disregard risk, you're gonna have a bad ending. It's gonna end in tears. I promise you. So inexperience almost always underestimates risk. If you're a new trader, that's probably you. You have to understand risk. You have to respect the risk. The more experience you gain, the more you respect what you are up against. I am always scared of the market. I'm terrified of the market. I do this every day. I do it for a living. But I promise you, I am scared of the market. And I think that is a good thing. If I ever get to the point where I'm not scared of the market, then somebody needs to hit me in the head with a flip-flop, right? Okay, so thank you, Steve. Appreciate that. Thank you, Ian Cassell, for that great quote. That was helpful for me. I hope it was helpful for everyone else. Okay, now this makes more sense. All right, we have 20 minutes. Let's hustle. Here we go. All right. Oh. Looks like I hit that last profit target at about the right time on VIX. Oh, VIX down biggie bigs. Down biggie bigs off the high. Ooh, I wish I'd hit that third one though, right? Do you blame me? Okay, here we go. Lot to choose from today. I do like the Dow. It's an index of the largest of the 30 large industrial companies. Yesterday we had the close under, close over 200. I didn't want to take it. I didn't want to take it inside that big bar and all the volatility. Today, however, it's a different story. We retested the 200-day moving average. We're holding half of yesterday's up bar and the 200. I like it. Facebook. Under 30, over 30. Let's take a look at the weekly. Weekly underneath the second ATR channel. Actually, I think it's an under 30, over 30, yes. But it's still rejecting the negative third ATR channel. I don't like that as much. So I'm going to put that over in the I don't like it so much category. Okay. GNRC. Well, earlier it had bounced at the 200-day moving average. 200 on this guy's 386.50. We're 386.30. So we are down underneath. So not interested in that at the moment. Netflix, well, I was looking for Netflix for an under 30, over 30. It did hold the 200-day moving average earlier, but it has given that up. It is, I mean, it's still holding the 30, but it's given up the 100-day moving average, excuse me. So that's not interesting either. Shopify, nice little bounce off the 200-day moving average. If we look over to the weekly, bounce off the -1 HER channel. So that's a nice confluence there. So I do kind of like that. Silver, under 30, over 30, false breakout to the downside, bullish engulfing bar. I like that. I also have AGQ, which is exactly the same. I probably go with AGQ over SLV because of the leverage. Walmart has an under 30, over 30, under the -3rd, over the -3rd. Let's look at the weekly. Weekly has doesn't really have any support here other than this previous range. Up on a down day, that's worth a look. And then BRKB was over the 200 before. Now it is not. Lyft, under 30, over 30, in a range. Let's look over on the weekly. Weekly has lost the second ATR channel, so probably not interested in that. The Qs, I was looking for an under 50, over 50 SMA. That is not happening. CCL, under 30, over 30, but it's under, so no good there. Home Depot, potential short with the false breakout to the upside of V1, loss of the 70 RSI. So we can put that over there like so. Etsy, bounce off the -3rd ATR channel, did hold support there. Let's look over on the weekly. Weekly's in the value zone. It's okay. I think there's better. And then we have end of months. End of weeks. We have Philip Morris with rejection of the -3rd ATR channel and a V1. And let's see what our RSI situation looked like. 3172. So it didn't quite reject it. So I think I'll pass on that. And then Twitter. I would buy Twitter here on the weekly if it rejects the 200-day moving average. The 200-day moving average is 4169. We're 4172. So that does qualify. So these are my potentials for today. All right, give me a second. Okay, so we have DIA, Shop, AGQ, Walmart, and Home Depot. So let me get my position sizes here. Oh, there we go. Walmart is where? Okay. And Home Depot. Okay. Let's make some room up here. Oh, and Twitter. On the weekly. Man, I feel like I'm running out of time here. Sorry, everyone. Okay. Okay. All right. So we're going to delete Apple. We're going to delete Twitter. Now I can leave Twitter. We're going to delete Disney. We're going to delete Netflix. All right, so we have, right, so we have diamonds, we have the Dow. We have shop. We have AGQ. Nope. We have Walmart. And Home Depot. Okay, and then Twitter, possibly. But before we do that, okay, I'm going to get out of WDC, exit that trade. SPY, of course, I'm buying at the close. Merck, looks like, well, I'll have to wait on that one. But let me analyze here on the Dow. Well, okay, so the Dow 200 is 344.04. We're 344.16. So that is potential right now anyway. I like the weekly holding the negative 1 ATR channel. Shopify, bounce of the 200. Rejection of the negative 1 ATR channel. AGQ, I really do quite like AGQ. Okay, I'm going to get rid of Walmart because of no support on the weekly. Home Depot looks like a decent short. Let's look at the weekly. Big bar there. I think I'm going to pass on the short today. Okay. And then Twitter, if it closes above 41.69, it's 41.72. So I do like Twitter as long as it closes over 41.69. And I think what I'm going to do is I am going to buy the Dow. I'm going to buy DIA. And I'm also going to buy AGQ because it's not so correlated, right? One's metal and one is equities. And I like this a little safer as an index compared to an individual stock. So that's my thinking there. But the Dow's still going to have to close above 344.04. Oh, and I've got to check VIX too. It has lost the 50 RSI, so that means I will go ahead and take half profits on this VIX trade, which I'm very, very, very happy to do that. That's for sure. All right. Oh, great. All right. Sorry, everyone. I've got to restart this. Gosh darn it. That's not good. All right. How much time? I have enough time. Stay calm. Stay calm. Better keep VIX up here so I can take a look at it. All right. So I'm buying DIA as long as it closes above the 200, which it looks like it is. I'm buying AGQ, bullish engulfing bar, false breakout to the downside, V1 over 30, under 30, over 30. But now let me go ahead and get rid of some of this nonsense. Come on, baby. Here we go. There you go. All right. So I got out of WDC. And then Merck is very likely going to close under 30, but who knows with this market? So I'm going to give that one a minute. We have 8 minutes. I'm going to buy the Dow, and I'm going to buy AGQ. So I think actually I'm just going to go ahead and buy AGQ right now. That's amazing. Okay. I did buy AGQ. I really like that. Confluence under 30, over 30, false breakout to the downside, bullish engulfing bar, V1. So I am in AGQ. I did buy WDC. I'm at a WDC with the 520 crossover. Merck is still under 30. I'm going to have to watch that one. Twitter on the weekly is holding 41.90. Okay, so 41.94, 41.70, and then I'll go ahead and buy Dow here, DIA as well. So I'm getting in a little early today because I want to watch those other ones. We'll see if that's a good idea or not, but all right, so I'm in the Dow. I am diamonds, and I am in AGQ and Twitter. I'm going to buy Twitter on the weekly because it looks like it's holding. And the VIX on the weekly does look like it's lost the 50 RSI. So I will take off the half of the VIX here. Okay. What's happening? Why is this not letting me do this? Okay, that's not good. Do I have an order in here or something? Oh, I see what it was. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, baby. Boom. All right, so I did lock in half of VIX. I'm very grateful for that. Looks like we're making some new highs on the day. So I did buy, and did I buy Twitter? Oh, I see. Okay. All right. Ooh, a lot of stuff going on here. Sorry, I haven't been able to get to your questions. I haven't even looked. Sorry, I've just been busy here. So I did buy Twitter. I did buy Twitter on the weekly. I did buy the Dow with the close over 200 day on the daily. I bought AGQ under 30, over 30, bullish engulfing bar, false breakout to the downside, and V1. I did get out of WDC, which I may have been a little early on the draw there, but that's all right. Okay. Think I'm good. Rod says, I'm taking one of your new Trader U courses. Really good. Oh, I'm glad to hear you're taking that. Steve has great courses at newtraderu.com. So do yourself a favor, go over there. Oh, Holly did the website. It's beautiful. Tell her it's beautiful. And thank you for that, Rod. Kamal says, I don't see under 30, over 30 on Facebook. Hey, glad to see ABT making a new high for the dynamic duo. No, you're right. You're right, Kamal. It did not. Frank says, I see the market as someone who is loved dearly, but unfortunately likes to dress in a straitjacket. Lilia, good to see you. APPN, under 30, over 30. Yes, twice, looks like. I like when that happens. We are halfway of that bar, though. Bullish engulfing bar, yes. Weekly rejected the 200. I'm glad you're looking. Yes, I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot, Lilia. Glenn says DIA has a gap at 355 for the bulls to full, 2.98% upside. Frank says, I have to agree with Minervini. This is a hard nickel environment, hard to make a nickel. Steve says, end of day reminder, I am out of INMD and DIS. I'm long IWM. Okay, good. Still in AGQ. Got it. Steve says, I prefer easy dimes over difficult pennies. Well, that's what day trading was like today. And the Qs are over the 50 SMA. So that's great. Wow. Looks like we're rallying. Yeah? Wow, are we going to go positive on the Dow? That's unreal. Done and done. Oh, Merck. Oh, am I going to have time? I missed it. Gosh darn it. I missed it. I had too much to do there. Gosh darn it. Well, that's a mistake. I'll see if I can get out after hours on Merck after, but it did close under 30 and I missed it. Shucks. Well, it happens. It definitely happens. All right. Wow. What a day. Holy hamburgers. Holy hot dogs. All right. Let's see where I got my stuff here today. Overnight SPY at 453.42. Twitter on the weekly at 42.06. DIA at 345.80. And AGQ double leverage silver at 32.59. All right, so overnight SPY. Wow, what a day. All right. Overnight SPY. It just makes me laugh. I mean, it's so crazy. I mean, all you can really do is laugh at it, right? All right, overnight SPY 453.42. I'll be holding that one over the weekend. I have a feeling that's going to gap up or down pretty significantly. Who knows? We shall find out. All right, and then we have Twitter. I bought Twitter on the monthly. On the weekly at 42.06. That's on the weekly with the rejection of the 200. On the daily, bought DIA. I think I got a pretty good price on this one. We're in 348.50, 80, sorry. 345.80. Okay. And last but not least, AGQ. And I bought AGQ at 32.59. All right. All good. And here we go. 32.59. And again, I did get rid of WDC, although it closed above. It's okay. I missed that, and I missed Merck. I'll have to take a look at that. That's just one of the things as far as, doing so many things at the end of the day, so many positions. That's okay. And then VIX. I did sell VIX here with a loss of the 50 RSI on the weekly. So I locked in on the remaining half of that, locked in almost 25%. Wow. And 2 profit targets. Big trade. One of the biggest trades I've had in a while. All right. So listen, I know everyone's going to have a bunch of things to update. So if you could go ahead, put them in the live stream right now, I would appreciate it. I'll get to them in a minute. Just want to remind everybody that I do teach private one-on-one lessons in the evening time via Skype. I love to teach. I'm a good teacher. I teach a great course in which I teach you all 5 of the different trading approaches that I use. I teach you step by step every component of each trading strategy. So when you're done with this course, you really will be a better trader. I promise you. You'll look at the markets a whole different way. You'll look at it as support, good risk to reward ratios, knowing where to get in, knowing where to get out. So if you're interested in taking course, it is $1,750, but I'm telling you, it's worth every penny, and it's a good deal because it's one-on-one, and I think it's the best way to learn anything. So if you're interested, just email me. Email is in the link of this, email is in the description of this YouTube video. Just send me an email, say, hey, Greg, potentially interested in taking your course. I'll say, great, sounds good. Let's set up a Skype call. Skype call is not a sales call. I'm not trying to sell anything. I promise you that. I'm just trying to get to know you a little bit better, learn more about your trading challenges, your goals. And then it's also a good time for you to ask me any specific questions about the course. All right. And when we're done with the call, think about it as long as you want. And if you decide one day, okay, today's the day I want to start really learning how to do this, email me and we'll get it set up. We'll get it scheduled and we will start to learn together. Secondly, I do also have an online course available at udemy.com. It's a great course. It's super affordable. I've had so many good reviews from around the world and feedback. It's called the Deep Dip by Stock Trading Strategy. The link to the Udemy course is in the link of this description. I teach you step by step everything you need to know about trading the deep dip buy strategy. And the best news is it's only like $12 or $15, and you get a lot for that $12 or $15. You get 9.5 hours of video, you get 15 study guides, you get 26 videos. And so do yourself a favor. If you have some time this weekend, watch it. I know there's a lot of people out there watching it. I have friends that are watching it, and you're going to learn a lot. So keep that in mind. The link's in the description. And then lastly, if you like today's podcast, I would really appreciate it if you could hit the thumbs up button. It helps to build the channel, helps to keep the channel around, lets YouTube know there's some valuable content here. And so that's all I ask. If you found anything helpful today, if you could remember to hit the thumbs up button before you out of here, I would appreciate it. Okay, so that's all my stuff. Let's take a look at your stuff, shall we? Okay, so now Steve is out of INMD and Disney. So I believe, I have Steve out of Disney. So we need to add... I'm out of Disney along IWM. IWM. Oh boy, I'm running on fumes here, everybody. IWM. Steve bought IWM with the rejection of the 30 RSI. Deep dip buy, by the way, at 214.47. Nice. Profitable already. Okay. And that is Steve. All right. And I got you out of the other two, bud. David is in DIA. Okay, good luck to us, David. Lova is out of Disney. All right. Done and done. Out of Merck, which I should have been. I'm going to have to figure that out after. A little disappointed in myself, to be honest with you. That's Lova. Are you back from your vacation, Lova? AGQ. All right. We'll just join Steve, Ava, and Rich. In DIA. Okay. And shop. Okay, we got a shopper. There were a lot of good signals, actually. All right, we got a shopper here. $14.0523. $14.0523. Okay, and that's Lova. All right. Okay, here's Ava. BRKB. Okay. And Ava is in, okay. Oh, good. Yeah, it did close above. Nice, Ava. Oh, what's happening? Oh, whew. You almost got to see me have a meltdown. That'd be fun, right? All right. And DIA. Oh, you got DDM? You got DDM, Ava? All right. I assume that's why you put that there, which is double leverage down. Makes sense. Okay. And that's Ava. Okay. And Twitter on the weekly. Okay. Yeah, Ava and I were talking about that earlier. Ava. Lova says, thank you, Greg and everyone. Jonathan says, no trades. Okay, good. Kamal says, thank you, Greg. Have a great weekend. And excited for you tomorrow, Kamal, with your new addition. Paxton is in DIA. Okay. I've been looking at charts all day. Everything's starting to blend together. Okay. Dynamic duo. Out of Merck, like I should have been. Where did Merck go? All right, everybody. I'm losing it. I'm losing it. Okay. Dynamic duo is out of that. Out of eBay. Oh, good. Good, Paxton. Glad to see you following the rules there, bud. Way to go. Out of a half FCX Weekly. Okay. Good. Following the rules. Proud of both of you and Tracy. Sold 1/2. Paxton says, I'm glad it's Friday. I as well. Okay. Karen is out of WDC. All right. So that's all of us on WDC. Out of Merck. Again, like I should have been. I'll try to get after hours after the podcast. Although, let me take a look what's going on. MRK. Yeah, big bid ask spread. It doesn't look likely, but I'll try. In IWM. With Steve. Okay. In AGQ. Okay. In the Dow. Karen. In Twitter on the weekly. Roger that. And out of a half on the VIX. Oh, you were in with me on the VIX. Oh, I'm glad. What's happening? Okay, Karen, I got to put you in there. That was the big trade. All right, so Karen. Out 1/2, and the reason that Karen and I got out 1/2 was that we bought under 30 over 30, but on the weekly we bought under 30 over 30, but it rejected and went above 50 RSI and closed below 50 RSI. So that's a resistance level above that we couldn't get above, and so I'm super thrilled to lock in half profits on that trade. I'm sure Karen is as well. David says, great weekend for the everybody. Thanks for everything. You are welcome, David. We need to catch up. It's been a while. Hope you have a good weekend. Paxton says, nice, Ava. I missed checking back on BRKB. Yeah, I think we looked at it and it was under. Really proud of Paxton and Ava. I mean, they started out zero trading experience, and now look at them calling out, speaking the language, looking at the levels. Proud of you guys. Ava says, Greg, can you add me to DIA to have less tickers to go through? See, that's what's great about Ava. She's looking out for me. Thank you, Ava. Okay, we will just add you over to over to DIA. But that's kind of you, Ava. Thank you. All right. We'll put Ava over there with the rest of us. Frank says, the great Ed Yardini sees the S&P continuing to rise to new highs. Well, that would be good for my overnight SPY trade. Who knows? Who knows? A lot of people have a lot of opinions on a lot of things. My best advice, just follow what the price is telling you. Tracy says, happy Friday, all. Thanks, Greg and group. Thank you, Trace. To you and Paxton. Hope you guys both have a really, really nice weekend. Man, this is the most volatile market I've ever seen in my life. So, you can look back and say, I was there. I was doing it. I was getting traded. I was right in the middle of all of this trading. Seems like we're going 182 miles an hour on the freeway. When things calm down, we'll be back to 40 miles an hour going, oh, this seems really slow. But my gosh, has that been volatile. Holy hamburgers. VIXY, what's going on? Down after hours. Apple, down. AGQ, up a penny. Dow Jones, down 10 cents. Gold, up 12 cents. Merck, oh, that's just rude. It shows it's up $1.61. It's not. That's a bad print, but boy, that would have been a happy accident, right? Netflix down a little bit, SPY down a little bit, TLT up. TLT's been a good monthly trade. It's up nicely. The Twitter up 3 pennies. And then XLE. Speaking of penny, that's my little puppy next door. And when I'm done with the podcast, I'm going to put on my hiking clothes, go for an easy walk. Been under the weather, but I need to get out with my little pup. I love that little dog. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Have a lovely weekend. Thank you, Karen. Appreciate that. And, okay. You didn't think we'd finish the podcast without me reading this, did you? Sorry, I know it's probably annoying, but listen, I have a little platform here. There's some people out there listening, people I really care about and admire, by the way. But I like to read this because, maybe just by me reading this, maybe one day somebody will do something nice for someone, and that will really change their day, and that may change a lot of other people's days as well. So, what does it hurt? This is by Martin Kornfeld. If we all do one random act of kindness daily, we just might set the world in the right direction. Go out, do something nice. Doesn't have to cost any money. Just be nice, pleasant, hold the door open, help somebody if they need a little help. You'd like it if they did it for you as well, right? And in addition to that, if you could, please try to go do something nice for an animal as well. They are going to appreciate it. I know that. Karen knows that. Kamal's about to find that out. And they're going to appreciate it. And maybe one day when you need it, there'll be an animal there for you. They're always there for you. Maybe a human, right? So please, if we all do one random act of kindness daily, we just might set the world in the right direction. I think it's a great, great saying, and is something I try to incorporate into my daily life. And I would suggest considering it in your life as well. Excuse me. Let's see. All right. So overnight SPY trade got in at 453.42. Merck, I missed it. I was a bad boy. I missed it. It slipped my mind. I'm going to have to try harder next time. That usually doesn't happen to me, but it got me today. VIX, just a monster, but glad to have taken half off there today. Enter Dow with the retest of the 30 RSI and the 200-day moving average. And on the weekly, I like that I held the -1 ATR channel. AGQ doing very well. I love the setup. I like the false breakout, the downside. My end-of-day stop here is going to be a closable halfway, the washout bar, or the 30 RSI, whichever comes first. And then got into Twitter with an under 30 over, under 200 over 200. All right. Well, I think that's it, everyone. I appreciate you coming. I hope you have a really nice weekend. I'm looking forward to this weekend. My girlfriend and I are going to try to go have a nice, relaxing weekend. Love you, babe. If you're out there and listening, hope you're having a good day and looking forward to seeing you. And I just hope everyone else has a good rest of their day as well. And be good, be safe, drive safe. Try to do something nice for somebody, right? And we'll see if the market calms down next week or if it just continues up. Who knows? But congratulations for surviving this market. And you are going to learn a lot of things through this volatility and with all this action. And so I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you all. So again, thanks for coming. If you could hit the thumbs up button before you leave, I would really appreciate that. And I think that's it for today. On the way out, I have to run the U.S. legal disclaimer. Take care, everyone. Thanks again for coming. Bye. U.S. government required disclaimer. Stock, options, futures, and forex trading is not appropriate for everyone. While there is a potential for large rewards, there is also a substantial risk of loss associated with trading. The material in this video or live broadcast is not geared towards any particular individual or to any particular financial situation and is not intended to meet the particular investment objectives of any viewer. This video or live broadcast, like all instructional materials produced by Gossett Trading and Mentoring LLC, is created and published for informational and educational purposes only. Any and all information contained in, implied, or referenced by this video or live broadcast is not to be construed as investment advice, and no representation is made that any individual or entity involved in production of this video or live broadcast is an investment or financial advisor or is registered or authorized to give any financial advice. We are publishers and educators only. Therefore, the various producers of this video or live broadcast will not accept liability for any loss or damage of any kind which may arise either directly or indirectly out of the use of any of this material, including any loss of profit. No representation is made that any account or investment will or is likely to achieve the profit or losses demonstrated. We recommend consultation with a licensed and qualified professional before making any investment decision. This video or live broadcast is not to be construed as an offer to buy or sell any security, financial instrument, or financial product of any kind. Notice is hereby given that any individual or entity involved in production of this video or live broadcast or their clients may have an interest in any security, financial instrument, or financial product mentioned or referenced. Any simulated or hypothetical performance result depicted does not represent actual trading and therefore may under or overcompensate for the impact of various market factors such as lack of liquidity. Thank you.